Easy. YBL. Ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. And when it come to it, I stop for my niggas. For nothing above them, we came from the gutter. Wooders and noodles, we came from the struggle. Pull out the chopper, these niggas imposters. Real street nigga, I'm preaching the gospel. Know that they mad that they couldn't stop us. Move like a unit compares to mobsters. Ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. And when it come to it, I stop for my niggas. For nothing above them, we came from the gutter. Wooders and noodles, we came from the struggle. Pull out the chopper, these niggas imposters. Real street nigga, I'm preaching the gospel. Know that they mad that they couldn't stop us. Move like a unit compares to mobsters. Come my head high through all of the pain. They shot my nigga, put two in his brain. Really took losses, nothing the same. Baking the beef, but I can't entertain. No cap, I had to fuck up a check. 100K large, I reverse out of debt. Put up a bag if they think they a threat. Send my little nigga to company.
Yeah, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be, man. Welcome to Boxing Block Center. If you're new to the channel, click the like and subscribe button, please. Obrigado. So, you guys should go subscribe to my personal YouTube channel right here, as you can see. Raymond Efe Ajagba, just type it, on the search option here on YouTube. Then you just subscribe and support, man, because I will be, covering every topic and subject on this channel. Because on BBC, I don't really want to cover some stuff a year, so that's why I'm taking it next level. And also, you guys might get to see my face, since it's like a vlog channel like that, where I cover everything. So let's talk about two Nigerian warriors. Let's say three Nigerian warriors. Three of them are prospects. One of them is called, another what it meant, known as the Godzilla. The second one is called Efe Ajagba, known as the one and only. And the third one is called Raphael Akpejiori, known as the Nigerian Hurricane. But today I'll be talking about the two Nigerian warriors instead of three, because the Godzilla will bounce back. He has some obligations to fulfill right now, and then will bounce back. He lost to Rodney and others because the occasion got to him in the USA. That was his US debut. So US is very different, by the way. Like people say, US is a different atmosphere, a different environment. Akpejiori, a guy who came into boxing late, but already had the basic skills before he came in. Yeah, you might look at the guy and say he's still learning the game, but he's a guy who can actually, become a deadly monster in every division. And I feel that he is more talented than Ajagba. If you compare both of those guys skills wise, he's 6'8", 5-0, via all of them by knockouts. Currently trained by Glenn Johnson, a two-time world champion. This Glenn Johnson right here. And he's Akpejiori sparring Terrence Pong, known as the Dutch Mike Tyson. Terrence Pong is a former kickboxer, a guy who came into the game, late, possibly late, but he's been an athlete his whole life, so he knows what it is. And for Akpejiori to go toe-to-toe with him, control with a jab, win the spot, that showed me Akpejiori is a special fighter. And according to the clips I've seen so far, Akpejiori is more talented than Ajagba. He's a combination puncher. I've not seen him drop people with one punch before. Most of his highlights and most of the training clips that I have, He always, put his punches together, but he knows how to work on the body. Ajagba does not, know how to work on the body. Ajagba is a head hunter. Ajagba is more powerful, for sure. More powerful because Ajagba has that one knockout, power. That right hand that he throws, when he throws it straight, is very, very heavy and very, very dangerous. Let's go look at the record of Ajagba, man. We know we're fighting Ali Demirenzen, a Turkish guy based in Germany who is very hungry to prove the doubters wrong and who has already stated that, listen, Ajagba should not underestimate him. So Ajagba is the #1 ranked fighter in Nigeria. Okay, he's the #1 heavyweight, but he's also second in Africa behind Martin Bakoli. Martin Bakoli called out Ajagba saying that, listen, I want to fight with Ajagba. I'm ready for him. I don't think Ajagba's management will want to put him against Martin Bakoli, even though I feel like Ajagba will do well against Bakoli. But Bakoli, is more experienced than Ajagba. Yeah, we know he got beat by Michael Hunter, but before he lost that bout, he already had an injury. He suffered an injury, was not in the mid rounds, I guess, and he fought with one hand afterwards, so before he got stopped by Michael Hunter. If not Michael Hunter, who wouldn't have been able to stop that guy. Martin Bakoli is a monster to reckon with, a guy from Congo, a guy who represents his country very well, and I like it. Now, was the future like for Raphael Akpejiori? Raphael Akpejiori's future is very bright, man. Very bright. Very, very bright. What I want him to do is that he should try and use some head movement. Okay, I know, yeah, it takes time to actually master something like that, but I feel like he is with a legendary, boxer, Glenn Johnson, a legend in the sport of boxing. So Glenn Johnson, if you go watch Glenn Johnson fights, you will see how he was able to dodge punches, how solid his defense was, and he was not afraid of anyone. He was ready to step in with any goddamn person and still did his best to win that bout, So Akpejiori will have to learn something like that from Glenn Johnson. I know people are saying that, listen, Glenn Johnson, what does he know about heavyweights? I mean, heavyweights are different breed of business, sir. But I think Glenn Johnson is the right man for Akpejiori. He's the right man for Akpejiori, Glenn Johnson is a guy very dedicated. I never actually knew that was Akpejiori's trainer, by the way. I was like wondering, who's this guy's trainer? But if you look at Akpejiori fight clips, you see how he's improving fight by fight. You see how he goes to the body. You see how he can fight on the back foot, keeping you on the bay with a jab, So he's a force to be reckoned with. And Akpejiori is much more talented than Efe Ajagba. Much more talented. Ajagba is a monster on his own because of his power. But Ajagba's jab also is very snappy and heavy. You know, I mean, when Ajagba throws a jab, it snaps. His jab is dangerous. It looks weak when he throws it, but when it gets to your face, you feel it. And Ajagba can make you bleed with one punch. Akpejiori has not shown me that yet. And it can make a person bleed with one punch like Ajagba does. That's why I feel like Ajagba is more powerful than Akpejiori, but Akpejiori is more talented and more skillful than Ajagba. I have to say that, man. You know, I've watched one of these guys' fights. You know, and I've seen a sparring video of Ajagba. I go send the video, and I've seen the sparring video of Akpejiori. Akpejiori is much more coordinated. Ajagba is actually a monster to be honest, but Akpejiori is much more coordinated. He's a coordinated beast. So I don't want those guys to fight now. Maybe after Akpejiori gets a title in the future, because I believe if Andrews Jr. fights Akpejiori in a year's time, he will lose that bout very easy. Akpejiori would boss ring around him, and it might stop him as well. I don't know about Ajagba beating Andrews Jr. because Ajagba still has to learn how to fight on the back foot. Ajagba has no head movement for now, but I feel like he will learn. Ronnie Cheats is a very good trainer, to be sincere. He's not my idea trainer, because I have to very sincere, he's my idea trainer, but he's a guy who has has a good reputation. You know, we know he trains the Chalo brothers, and the Chalo brothers are, in my opinion, are hype jobs. You know, I mean, hype jobs because Chalo brothers they have no head movement. When you see them fight, they just depend on the power, and that's what I'm worried for on Ajagba. I'm worried that Ajagba will become a powerful guy, a power puncher, instead of becoming a boxer as well. Because even though we might come here and criticize Joshua, at least Joshua has some boxing skills. Joshua knows how to fight, how to use a jab, how to look at Joshua right now. Still need to learn some tricks, but compared to Ajagba, Joshua is way ahead, much ahead than Ajagba, man. So Akpejiori currently being trained by Glenn Johnson is a blessing in disguise, man, because I feel like Glenn Johnson will teach him all this stuff. You know, don't just look at Glenn Johnson and say, oh, what does he know about heavyweight, something like that. Listen, just look at how dedicated he is to his fathers, man. I don't know who is the promoter of Akpejiori yet, or the manager, but we'll see what happens, man. You know, I feel like we should be proud as Nigerians. We should be happy that we have 3 monsters who are prospects right now, man. Yeah, I cannot call Joshua as a prospect because he's been in the game for a very long time. Joshua already know is a king. Joshua is the king of the division, whether you like it or not. He's the king of the division. You know, he's the king of the heavyweight division. So he's the cash cow. He's the landlord. No one can take that away from him. So Akpejiori, I'm looking forward to more of his fight clips, sparring clips that are going so far, and I'm looking forward to the return of the Godzilla, or not already whatever. And there's also a new Nigerian, in town, but still in Nigeria, in Nigeria now. It's been managed by LPMG Boxing Management Company, owned by Nelson Ayelabowo. You know me. His name is Christian Ekene. Christian Ekene. So I will be talking about a guy when time comes. I'm just letting you guys know that there's another Nigerian town. It's 7 feet tall, I guess. 7 feet tall. But it's not about height. It's about how you develop as a boxer because I feel like Akpejiori is on the right path, you know what I mean? Learning those boxing skills, inspiring short fighters. Listen, Tyrone Spunk is a monster, and Akpejiori was able to control him on the bay when they spot. So that's very impressive. And yeah, both Akpejiori and Ajagba are gonna be very hard to beat in the future when they learn on their craft. I feel like Akpejiori will be the hardest to beat because he's very underrated and skillful. Unlike Ajagba, who is very powerful. Ajagba is more powerful, by the way. I feel like Ajagba is more powerful, but Akpejiori is more skillful and talented. So we'll see what happens, guys. Go follow Akpejiori on Instagram. Okay, there's Instagram account. Go follow him right here. Let's support our home. I beg, more support our Nigerian brothers, man. And go follow Ajagba, even though he's blocked me. He blocked me, but go follow him still. And like I've said before, please go subscribe to my personal YouTube channel right here at Raymond Efe Ajagba. Just go to YouTube channel, go to the search option, and then write my name down there. You see it. Please, I want to get to 50 to 100 subscribers before I start dropping some stuff there, man. You know what I mean? So please stay blessed, guys. Have a great day. I heard, and stay hungry, stay humble, man. All good.
Me and check now, I'm about to go spend. Change bitches like the season. Tell me, love me, show me. The niggas be hate for no reason. Ice on my neck, it be freezing. Counting this money, I be cheesing. I ain't gon' lie, I be pulling the foes. Got me some money, but I want some more. All in my bag, I'm never gon' fold. I gotta stay down for all of my bros.
Ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. And when it come to it, I stop for my niggas. For nothing above it, we came from the gutter. Orders and noodles, we came from the struggle. Pull out the chopper, these niggas imposters. Real street nigga, I'm preaching the gospel. None of them mad that they couldn't stop us. More like a unit compared to mobsters. Ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. And when it come to it, I stop for my niggas. For nothing above it, we came from the gutter. Orders and noodles, we came from the struggle. Pull out the chopper, these niggas imposters. Real street nigga, I'm preaching the gospel. None of them mad that they couldn't stop us. More like a unit compared